In our practice, we handle quite a number of spinal injury claims. One type of spinal injury is described as a herniated disc. A herniated disc really has to do with an injury to one of the structures known as a vertebral disc. It's kind of like a shock absorber. Your spine is made up of vertebrae, that is, bony structures. You have the cervical vertebrae up at the neck. You have the thoracic vertebrae, which is your mid-back, the lumbar vertebrae, your low back. Those are the most common, and the sacral vertebrae below that. The lumbar and the cervical vertebrae injuries are the most common injuries that we see. What is a herniated disc? A herniated disc is when the disc, which acts as a shock absorber between one of the two vertebrae, becomes injured so that some of the contents of that disc, known as the nucleus pulposus, protrudes. And in this model of the human spine, which we sometimes use in court to illustrate these kinds of injuries, there is an example at one of the lumbar vertebrae of a herniated disc. It's sort of like the jelly coming out of a jelly donut. And what happens is the protruding, or the herniation, then presses against a nerve. That's what this yellow is. It's a nerve root. And that can cause extremely unpleasant pain. If it's a lumbar herniated disc, it might cause pain down the leg. If it's a cervical herniated disc, it might cause pain down the arms into the fingers. So that is certainly one of the kinds of injuries that we deal with on a fairly frequent basis in our office.